What's up, you guys, and welcome to a new vlog. This one is gonna be a little chit chat because I've been hinting at this for a while, but your girl is about to turn 26 and I've already gone through like my midlife crisis. I went through that last year and maybe bits and pieces of this year because I'm just like, we live in an age where everything is on social media. Everybody's showing their lives on social media, and the loudest on social media look like the majority. So people always seem like they have it together by 25. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, that gets to me and I start to think, wow, I should have my life together already. I should have already had a car. Well, I got the car, but I should have already had like a house or getting the process started. I should be married. Hell, I'm turning 26. Why am I not married? Like, these are the thoughts that I have had, and I know that many of you probably have had upon turning. Hi! Wait, I just saw a coworker. She's like, why aren't you going upstairs? I'm like, I'm vlogging. And she's like, oh, love that for you. Oh, I know that that's a thought that many of you may have too. And I don't know, I wish I could say it gets better, because it doesn't. Because if you feel like you don't have your life together, you just feel like you don't have your life together. But I thought that turning 26 would be a little scarier and spook me a little more in terms of feeling like I don't have it together. But honestly, I feel pretty good. Like, I feel like even inching closer to 30 is crazy because I feel like I just leave high school. Even inching closer to 30 feels okay. Like, I don't feel like I am going to, I don't feel like life is running away. I don't feel like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, life just feels like a bit governed, you know? Life just feels like it's okay if I'm getting older. It's okay if I'm moving at my own pace. It's okay if I haven't done certain things on my list. Who am I racing against? Who am I trying to catch up to? I feel like I like the pace at which life is going right now. And sure, I'd love to have a house right now. Sure, I'd love to be married right now and all the things. Sure, I'd love to have 5 billion US in my account. But if I'm not there, I'm not there. And I know another thing that I would like to focus on going into 26 is going by God's timing and not my own, and not focusing so much on what worldly matters, but more of what spiritually matters, and my character and how I treat people and how I love on people and how I love on myself. So 26 for me, honestly, I wasn't dying to do anything this year, but I am glad that I'm doing some celebrating, because 2024 has been such an interesting year where I'm gonna say, like, I didn't have any friends, or rather I didn't want any friends, because people are weird, guys. Like, I've had friends, I've fumbled relationships, but most times people fumble the relationship with me. And I've learned, especially this year, that people will always look out for themselves first and you after, which is fine. I feel like that's a natural occurrence, but I feel so blessed and grateful and honored that I have made friends who care about me and who look out for my best interest at heart, who will just randomly go into a store and say, oh my god, this will look great on Jhoni, and buy it. The hell? Like, I've never experienced that. Or people who will remind me about doctor appointments, or people who care about the details and think, oh, Jhoni said that she needed this. You know, like, it's just so crazy to me that I have friends who value me and value my opinions and value what I bring to the table. And even if I didn't bring anything to the table, they would value the friendship so much, and that speak my language. And I don't know, it's just such a beautiful thing. And I could speak more about that. I would love to do like a Q&A session with Ari and Enika, because I feel like our relationship is so young, but we have gotten so close so fast, and I love every second of it. But I say all that to say that this year has been an interesting year in that regard. It's been interesting for my romantic relationship. It's been interesting for me career-wise, because I quit my first big girl job. That's a big deal, because I feel like I was definitely making more in that job than I am right now, but I am slowly teaching myself to be content no matter what. My favorite YouTuber, Face Over Matter, always says, I look good, I feel good, I am good. And it's so real, because if you feel good, you are good. And I wasn't feeling good in that kind of environment. And I feel like this year has been such a transformational year. So going into 2025 and turning 26 in a few days feels content. Maybe that's my word for next year, just content, because I feel content. Like, life doesn't feel, I mean, of course there's some struggles, there's some ups and downs, but life doesn't feel as stressful. So that being said, no midlife crisis for me, but I am feeling like I'm ready to take bigger steps in life and more risks in life. And because I know, like, whatever happens, like, God's got me, my girl's got me, my man's got me, my family's got me. And whether it's career or any personal endeavors, I feel like going on into 2026, like, I'm going for what I want and I'm going for what I believe in. And it feels good, because I feel like now I'm a lot firmer in who I am and what I stand for. It's easier to tell people no. It's because, guys, I'm a people pleaser. Like, I am a chronic people pleaser, so I always end up stretching myself thin. But now it just feels easier to, like, put myself first without being selfish. And then I now know what my niche is content wise. So I love home decor. I also love corporate wear, so I know that that's my aesthetic. I love, obviously, coffee. Like, that's not new. Turning 26 is such an interesting experience, because I know who I am now and I'm not afraid of 30. It feels like I'm looking forward to turning 30. That's how I feel. So, like I was saying before, I wasn't planning on doing anything for my birthday. My girls kind of, like, really wanted to do something, and I was hoping to have, like, a bigger crowd, but I'm actually pretty happy with who is gonna be celebrating with me. And I don't know, it just feels so good to be loved on and appreciated in that way. So I want to touch a little on my goals. I actually want to touch a little on my goals for 2025. Well, let's talk about my goals for 2024. I'm really proud of myself, because the things that I really wanted this year, at least physically, were the car and a new apartment, and I got both of them. And I just feel like manifestation is real, but not in the weird way that the world has spun it into. I just feel like, and I've spoken about this before, I think, like, there was a vlog, I think my very first vlog, and I went to the coffee festival, and at the end of it I had said maybe next year I can partner with the Tourism Enhancement Fund and go, and did I did partner with the Tourism Enhancement Fund and ended up going to the coffee festival this year. That was really cool, and I feel like without even realizing it, I manifested it. And Kimberly Cross, like, she always talks about how powerful the tongue is, and it is. I wasn't even thinking, oh, okay, I'm manifesting this. No, I literally just said it out loud. Like, I want to partner with Tourism Enhancement Fund to go to coffee festival. I would love to do it again next year. I'm at a place where I feel content. Even for Sips Mass this year on the Coffee Girl on the Instagram page, I haven't gotten any corporate sponsorship this year, but anything is possible. But either way, I am content. I just think that manifestation is such a real thing, where I think there's a book in the Bible, a verse in the Bible that says, write it down and make it known, or write it down and make it plain, or something like that. And I think it's Micah. I'm gonna put it on the screen, but, like, manifestation is so real in that regard, where whether it is that you want to journal it, you say it out loud, or you say it in a prayer to God and believe for it. Like, you can do all things through Christ. I believe that strongly, and my folks really drilled that into me from an early age. Like, you can do all things through Christ, and that's something that has stuck with me for a long time, even subconsciously, where back to the coffee festival, where I would say something like that and all of a sudden it comes true. Like, I even forgot it, like, subconsciously, and it came true. So a lot of that I feel like that was a recurring thing for me this year. For example, like with the car, ideally I did want it for March, but I wasn't pushing for it, but I ended up getting a car. And I feel like nothing happens at the wrong time. And I feel like God is such an on-time God. Like, he knows when things need to happen, and he knows when things should happen. And even if it doesn't go by your time and you're mad and you're upset and oh my God, like things aren't working out, God knows. God sees a bigger picture, and he knows exactly what's to come. So don't even worry about it, don't even fret. That's why I feel like my theme for next year is gonna be content, because why may I act like myself? God knows, God sees. Like, he, even if it's not supposed to happen, it's not supposed to happen. And in a make no sense I'm upset over it, or I dwell on it, or you know what I mean. Like, I feel like I'm rambling on, but I know you guys get what I mean. Like, I feel like God is just so good in that way. So that being said, one thing I did want to work on in 2024 is my spiritual relationship. If I'm being honest, like, I feel like I haven't prioritized it, but I feel like for 2025 I want to put God at the center of everything and prioritize that in all things. Give God thanks and just put him at the center. So for 2025, like, that is something that I want to prioritize. I also want to prioritize a little bit my career in terms of like the direction that I want to go in, because I used to think that I wanted to climb the corporate ladder, but honestly I don't think I want to take on that headache. So I'm gonna rethink that. But I don't know, I'm supposed to have like a vision board session with the girls at some point, so I have a lot of time to like think about what it is that I really want to do. But I'm really happy that I have much clearer direction right now. Oh my gosh, guys, thank you so much for this chat. This really is the video. So if you like videos like these, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.